Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Team Luke 1665 Gaming here, back with another video. And today, we are on week 7 already. It feels like the season's just going way too fast for me. I mean, way too fast. But last week on my NFL game picks on week 6, I went 12-3 on my game picks. And also, I won halfly, won the pool. I didn't win all of it. I splat with someone, but yeah, because there was two winners and we ended up in a tie. But for also week 4, we were on a heater too. We went 13-3, and I didn't do week 5. So the last 2 weeks that we did this, 12 plus 13, and we went 25-6. That's insane. But now, let's try to do better. Let's try to go winless. Probably won't happen, but you never know. But to start off Thursday Night Football, we have between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. This is a real tough game because this is a toss-up game. I do not know who's going to win, and I don't know which one. So on my pool, I took New Orleans to win this game, but on this one, I am going with the Jacksonville Jaguars to win 23-20 in a real close game. I think it's a weird game. I think the offenses are both decent, but here's the thing. I just don't know what's good. I don't know what to expect in this game one bit because this is a real weird game. I just don't know who's going to win. I just don't know what's going to happen. This is probably one of the hardest toss-up games that I've gotten in a while. But I am riding with Jacksonville on my YouTube video, but I took New Orleans on my pool pick to win. I don't know who's going to win either way, but for this video, this all that matters. Jacksonville will win 23-20. Next up we have is the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. I am double riding on Detroit in this game. Yep, you heard me. I am going with Detroit on my pool and Detroit on my YouTube channel. This is just going to be a Detroit hit. They will win in a real shootout close game. I think it's going to be 34-27 Detroit. And Detroit will go to 6-1 and look good. Continue to be looking good. I think after the Ravens, they're on a bye, I believe. No, they get the Raiders, and then they're on a bye, and then they get those games. And yeah. But I think the Lions will win in a real great elite game in Baltimore. And the Ravens are just going to lose another tough game to fall to 4-3. And the next game we have is going to be the Las Vegas Raiders and the Chicago Bears. I'm not watching this game. The Raiders are likely gonna win. I hope the Raiders do win for my dad. But what I think will happen is I think Justin Fields is doubtful and Jimmy G is questionable to play. So we might see both backups play. Either way, the Bears suck. The Raiders haven't won really anything against good teams. But the Raiders are somehow going to be above 500. To go to 4-3, to beat the Bears by a final score of 20-13 in a low scoring game. And a boring game. Again. Next game we have is the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. In this one, I think Cleveland's gonna put on the gas in this one. I think the Browns are still gonna Browns will win by one score. It'll be close, but I think it's just going to be an all Browns game. I think the Colts will score one garbage time touchdown to make it an 8-point game, but I don't think this is going to be a close game, really. But, yeah, I don't know if Browns will have Deshaun Watson, but either way, the Colts offense is likely going to get destroyed by this Browns defense. I have a weird feeling about it, but Browns will win, score some points to hold them off, and the Browns are going to win 27-19. The next game we have is the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. If I'm being honest, I would not be surprised if this is a close game, but I am also not going to be surprised if New England doesn't win this game. This is going to be probably a close game, if I'm being honest, but I will not be watching this game most likely. But it just doesn't seem fun, man. But honestly, the Patriots will score points against Buffalo, but other than that, I don't know what to really tell you, Patriots fans. You guys are like one of the bottom teams this season, and I just don't see you guys winning at all this game. The Bills are gonna go to 5-2 and bounce back from their ugly win against New York to go to 5-2, and New England will drop another one to 1-6. 33-20 is your final score in that game. Next up, we have another boring game between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. I'm not watching this either. I don't know what to watch, if I'm being honest, in the Sunday window. I probably will just watch Red Zone or something because my team does not play this week, luckily. But you never know what's going to happen with this team because the Panthers, the new play caller is now Thomas Brown. Frank Reich is still the head coach, but he is no longer calling plays. So Thomas Brown will make his debut play calling week 8 against the Houston Texans, which will be something interesting to watch. But for the Washington Giants game, I'm going with Washington in this one to win 24-18. I'm not watching this game, but I'm probably not going to really care much about it either way, but I'll check the score. But the Giants are just straight up not good. Like, it's time, like, Daniel Jones extended was a huge mistake to give him a payday. Well, it's really, some of it's on the offensive line, if I'm being honest, but he's not, like, a good quarterback to be paid that much. Geno Smith deserves that type of money, if I'm being honest, but he got paid less than Daniel Jones, I think. But I really don't know. But we're going to move on. Washington wins 24-18 to go to 4-3, and the Giants fall with 1-6. Next up, we have the Buccaneers and Falcons. Another boring game, man. They're just, oh, man. Well, I mean, Tampa Bay could put up some more points, but I just don't see it, man. I just see it being a low-scoring game. The Falcons' offense is just going to be straight-up trash. The Falcons are good at defending the pass, and Tampa Bay's good at stopping the run, I think. But I don't know who's going to win, who's going to win this game. But I'm riding with Tampa Bay, and this one's 20-17 in overtime. I just see Tampa Bay winning. I just see Tampa as the better team. I just think Atlanta will fall short, and I think this might be the end of Desmond Ridder for right now, at least. But I think if Atlanta loses this game, I don't think Desmond Ridder will perform this well in this game either. And I think he'll get benched for Taylor Heinicke to start, I think, against Tennessee if this team continues to have issues. But Atlanta will lose. They'll lose 17-20 in overtime. Next game we have is the Steelers and Rams. This could actually be a decent game, but I just see it being a defensive battle somehow because the Steelers' offense is just struggling, but the Steelers' defense is good, and it's probably going to stop the Rams' offense, mostly the couple drives. But in this one, I have the Rams winning in overtime, 20-14. It's going to, 20-14, low-scoring defensive battle. And I think the Rams are going to get stops because it's the Steelers' offense. It's garbage right now. Kenny Pickett hasn't been really that great this season, but you never know what the script has had. But the Rams win in overtime, 20-14, in a boring game. But yeah, I think the Rams are going to get a big win out of that. Next up we have is the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. In this one, I am riding with Seattle. I think Arizona's going to put up a fight, though, again. I'm going 24-34 Seattle. I think the Cardinals are going to surprise people by scoring points and putting up a fight against Seattle. But unfortunately, Arizona's not going to win this game. They're going to fall to 1-6. And Seattle's going to just basically wreck them on defense. And there you go. Seattle's going to just play way better than Arizona. But Arizona's going to put up a fight at least. But they'll lose by 10. They're going to lose 34-24. And interesting game. Now I probably will not watch. Next up we have is the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. I'm not watching this game either. These Week 7 games are pretty much either boring or not good, or I don't know. It's just not much to watch this week. But Packers Broncos, I'm going with Green Bay to win 31-23. They're gonna allow some points, but I think that Jordan Love's gonna cook. I think he's probably a must start this week because the Broncos defense is so irrelevant. It's just, I don't know what happened to the Broncos defense. They were like top 5 in 2022, and then all of a sudden they just flopped. Also in 2022, the Broncos offense was absolutely dumpster fire, and now it's somewhat decent. Like, I don't know what's worse for this team, but the Broncos are going to fall to 1-6. And likely their season ends there, and I think they're going to trade all their assets away. But Broncos lose, close game, 31-23. And the final Sunday late winter game we have is the Chargers and Chiefs. I think this will actually be a decent, pretty good game. I'll probably watch this one or the Red Zone again for this late slate window. I don't know what's going to happen to this game at all, but I think it's going to be a dogfight. But unfortunately, the Chiefs are going to win this game by the final score of 27-35. I just don't see the Chargers winning. Justin Herbert hasn't been much at all this season. But I hope the Chargers win and kick the Chiefs' butt because I just want Kansas City to lose. I have respect for Patrick Mahomes, man. He's a great quarterback. But it's just annoying that the refs are just treating the Chiefs like it's their golden child. It's like, come on, man. But unfortunately, I have the Chiefs winning 35-27 in this game. And next up we have is the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm riding with the Eagles on my YouTube one. I'm taking Miami on my pool one, I think. But I have a few different picks also. 36-28 and a good game between these two teams. I think both defenses are not going to be a thing in this game. I think it's just all going to be offense, and I think it's just going to be an elite game to watch. But the Dolphins will fall short and they'll fall to 5-2. I don't think they're considered frauds because they lost. If they lose in this type of game, like in a real close fight, I don't think they're considered frauds. But if they get blown out by Philadelphia, they might be on high alert of being a fraud. And now the final game of the week is the 49ers and the Vikings. You know how it's going to be with the Vikings. They're going to lose by one score. They're going to lose 23-17. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel. And the different picks for my YouTube one, I'm taking the Saints over Jacksonville on my pool one. I'm taking the Chargers over the Chiefs on my pool, the Dolphins over the Eagles, and I think that's about it because I don't know what else is really going to happen here at all. But I don't think I really had much differences of picks this week because it just seems easy for most of these games, but some of them are tough. And it's going to be weird. But that's it. See you guys next time. Bye.